Alright, so there's this movie here, the 2012 movie, The Campaign is the name of the friggin' movie. But a lot of people seem to remember this movie, The Campaign, as The Candidate. This person says it was kind of nice seeing Will Ferrell in a movie again, and they call it The Candidate. This was, what was it, the Herald Tribune, so like Chicago paper. It was a review, and they call it The Candidate in the actual body of the review. They call it correct, The Campaign in the title, but in the body, in the main review, they call it The Candidate. So I found like an old post about it on the Glitch in the Matrix Reddit subreddit, and it mentioned that they thought the movie was called The Candidate, and there's several other people that thought it was called The Candidate as well, like numerous people who either saw the movie or just heard about it and thought it was called The Candidate. So now there's also like a HuffPost Entertainment page, and they call it The Candidate as well. They refer to it as the Candidate trailer. This trailer, they call it like it is The Campaign in the actual YouTube video, but yeah, they call it The Candidate more than once, and that is from HuffPost Entertainment. Alright, so when you check out the I check Facebook posts, Will Ferrell and The Candidate from 2012, and here's somebody saying Will Ferrell, The Candidate, just The Candidate, the funniest movie this year by far, Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. The Candidate. This person says, watching The Candidate, Will Ferrell, exclamation point. The Candidate is laugh, Will Ferrell, funny man. It's like barely English, but he's saying The Candidate. This is an actual news station saying Candidate Will Ferrell draws crowd serving coffee in Seattle. Watching The Candidate, Will Ferrell punches a baby. That was actually kind of a funny scene. Like, obviously some people are going to get upset by that, but clearly she's talking about the movie The Candidate with Will Ferrell. And here's the Celebrity Net Worth, which is, I guess, a page about celebrities. Will Ferrell might be overpaid, but who else can't wait for The Candidate? The Candidate starring Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell is a funny dude and mentions The Candidate. I hate to say it, but I want to see the Will Ferrell Zach Galifianakis movie The Candidate. Person says, just sat down to watch The Candidate on election night. I love Will Ferrell. Like, it seems like there was a lot of these. I only searched for 2012 because I was actually having a hard time searching it on Google, but when you go to Facebook and you search for The Candidate Will Ferrell in 2012, there's a lot of posts about it. Went to see Will Ferrell's new movie The Candidate. The Candidate, love Will Ferrell. The Candidate's so damn funny, but definitely not a kid's movie. That's two. And anyone bummed out on the election as I am, go watch The Candidate with Will Ferrell. The Candidate with Will Ferrell is a hilarious movie. Like, there are a lot of actual posts. There are a lot of actual posts here on Facebook calling it The Candidate. And like I said, it's actually kind of hard to search for The Candidate and Will Ferrell. Like, when you do, you either come up with him encouraging people to vote, or you come up with his Saturday Night Live stuff, but it's actually hard to search for people incorrectly referring to The Campaign as The Candidate. Here's another, it's a news station, and it says, the always hilarious Will Ferrell chats about his political comedy, The Candidate. That's like an actual news station getting it wrong. That's not just like people saying they saw the movie. Watching the movie The Candidate, pretty funny. Will Ferrell is so weird and funny in this. The Candidate was brilliant. I thought Will Ferrell at his best. I thought Will Ferrell was at his best in recent years. It was so funny. Definitely have to be The Candidate next. I can't go wrong with Will Ferrell. The Candidate was super funny and awesome. Go see it. And then they put the trailer for The Campaign. Like, it's kind of weird that so many people have called it The Candidate. This person says went to see The Candidate with Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. A very funny movie. Went to the movies and saw The Candidate. I saw The Candidate today. Took their kids and their high school buddies to see The Candidate, starring Will Ferrell and Zach Galifianakis. Just watched The Candidate. Will Ferrell, as usual, was awesome. Welcome to the fucking show. Will Ferrell, The Candidate. Watch the Will Ferrell, Zach Galifianakis movie, The Candidate. So, like, there's clearly, like, you know, thousands of references to the incorrect title of this movie, including several major media outlets. This movie, The Campaign, was it ever called The Candidate? Not that I can't find anything like that. Like, I usually check these things on the Internet Movie Database, and I think in like Spanish it was like The Candido or something like that, but it was never called The Candidate as far as I can tell anywhere. So thanks for watching, and subscribe for more Mandela Effect videos.